Okay, let's get started. Thank you everyone for joining. Let's start our presentation. I'm very excited to present my new product management course, and let's get started. As my first slide. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Daulen Jean Gabrilov. I'm living in the United States, in Texas. Currently, I'm having several hats on my head. Sorry, people are still joining. All right, let them in. Yeah, so I'm wearing several hats. I work as a software developer associate in a company called Infosys, as a big company based like huge international company, but it was based in India. What we're doing, we're providing service to big players around the world, mainly in the United States, even in Europe and everywhere. Yeah, so other thing I'm very passionate about is coaching, project and product management. And I am CEO of my own company called PM Coaching. I do many things. I'm wearing many hats. Yeah, pretty excited. Thank you for joining. Let's go ahead and I'll talk today about product management. It's a great question, and main question is, what is project management in any way? Guys, if you have any ideas or your version of answer, go ahead and type in chat, or go ahead and just ask, you can free to step in and comment, share your ideas, your opinion. That would be great. So it's a great question. What exactly is product management? Why can't anyone give a clear definition of product management? Yeah, when I didn't know anything about product management, I was kind of confused. I thought it's probably the same stuff like project management, or like just a manager, or just like a leader. But some of the thing coming from product management is already like definition. It's a project management is a discipline which is dealing with delivering product, and there are so many things. Everything can be considered as a product in every industry. Even this particular course, what I am now is developing or shaping, it is a product, my product, and I'm going to use this interaction as a tool to deliver the project. But one thing I would like to mention, important thing, like every product manager are kind of unique. It's like a Snowflakes. So there are so many product managers, but you are not able to find two absolutely identical product managers. People call themselves product manager, but they do very different things from company to company. So it depends on many things, like working on different type of products. It might be like I said, it might be app, it might be manufactured product, it might be training course like this one. And also depends on type of different company structure. For example, if it is startup, it's going to be one product. Yeah, if it's like already existing product, we're trying to change it, that's going to be very different product. If so many things might impact product manager role or product management approach. And people could really get misled when we talk about product management and product managers. And this particular course focuses more about product manager role. And today you will learn a lot about what product manager does, why he's different from project manager, or business analyst or scrum master. I know some of you have some experience, some of you I know. Question asking, what do they have in common? Wow, good question, Orkan. So in common, they have product. In common, they have methodology. So you may work in the manufacturing industry, you may work in company like big company like Siemens or company like Schlumberger, you may like oil and gas, you may work in an IT company, you may work in a training company. They have many differences in terms of product itself, but they use the same methodologies, the same process, which you guys gonna learn soon. So if we try to see official definition, which is not really very helpful, project managers is organizational life cycle function within a company dealing with planning, forecasting, production, marketing. So the product manager or project management is a discipline or role which is dealing with many things. And I know some of you, several of you are unemployed here. I would be happy, maybe you guys can really pay attention to this discipline because it may really trigger your talents. Because main thing for product management, people who are involved in product management, is uncertainty. If you feel comfortable with uncertainty, maybe it's a good thing to try product management. If you are a very structured person, you want clarity, you want clear processes step by step, and you don't like uncertainty, maybe you should stay away from product management or product manager role. So it's kind of cliche, but you guys should keep in mind, if you want to be product manager or do product management or create product, you should really embrace this philosophy that every day is going to be different. Every step is going to be new, and you always should be having evergreen approach. It's not going to be very similar days, a lot of uncertainty. And for some people, it's a great thing because they really like being in a new environment, trying new things. Let me see some more question. So my understanding, a full process of development, understanding project in here. So should be several steps of brainstorming. Wow, yeah. Thank you for your comment. I think it's you nail it. Yeah. Does product management deal with information system? Yeah, you know it too. Yeah, that's a great comment. You guys already, ahead of me, ahead of my slides. Yeah. All the thing we're gonna mention in this presentation, definitely. Okay, let's see product manager objective. So let's start what really product management really is. Instead of talking about this formal definition, let's have view of objectives that universal for every product manager. I'm going back to the question Urken asked, what they have in common. They have in common this no, it's not triangle, this diagram, because they need to really find a place and balance three areas. It's user needs, business goals, and technical constraint. So as you can see, it's like in the middle. Product manager sitting in the middle. So he or she must find a balance. So product manager doesn't have to be like technical guru, or he or she must understand technical industry a little bit, or more or less he understands how the thing is going on in this industry. She or he must understand user needs, and also he should be, she should be like a business acumen, a little bit know about business, or maybe a lot of know about business. So let's go a little bit deeper. User needs from the business perspective, or you're asking question, let's focus on the right side, or let's talk about business. Product manager should be asking question about viability. Main question, why should we do it? Should we do this product? Should we produce this product? That means doing a lot of business analysis, finance, understanding legal, legal situation. So people who has financial background might be good fit for product management as well. From user perspective, user needs, you should ask question about user desirability. Do the users wants and need this product? That means that basically means product managers should be working a lot with designers, researchers, users. And really, once again, I appreciate your active participation in my survey. That was about Google Map, and on next week we'll talk more about the result of this survey. I know some of you business owner, I think at least one or two people in this group already have some startup idea. I strongly recommend you just repeat what I am doing and just learn how to develop your startup. And in my post I mentioned that I had my own startup starting 2021, and I successfully sold it December 2022. I started in 2020, so it's more than 2 years, almost 3 years. I was working on my startup, but I didn't know. At the beginning, I had no idea about product management, how it's supposed to be working. So I did everything in the wrong way. I did so many mistakes. That's why I'm kind of okay what I did in terms of business goals, but I could have done much more successful projects and a much more successful product. Yeah, and last part is about technology perspective. So you should really, it's all about feasibility. You ask question, is it feasible to achieve? Is it possible to achieve? What kind of obstacles, what kind of technical constraints we have? That basically means product manager. If you want to become product manager, you should be find a way to successful partnering with engineering or technical team or development team. That's important. Let's see another question I have here. Asking about recording. Yeah, we're doing recording, and it's going to be I will share a recording. But if you're not participating in a live session, you're not able to ask question what you have now. Maybe you have burning question. So here's you see product management ecosystem. You see many roles. I already mentioned product manager. Product manager is asking key question. Is it viable, this product? Is it valuable product? Sorry, it's not viable. Is it valuable product? We're gonna deliver it. So at the beginning, or even in the course of the product development, or at the end of the product development, you should always, product manager is the one who is asking this question. Is it valuable product? You don't want to deliver product nobody is interested to buy, yeah, or use. Business analyst is a good slide to understand who does what, yeah. Business analyst is asking question. Is it viable? Designer is asking question. Is it usable? Technical person or lead engineer, is it feasible to do? He's a technical person. He's the one who is delivering technical part of the technical scope. And next one is a development team. How should we get done? Yeah, so it's a team who is delivering the product. And last one, is a great question. I always being asked about the difference between product manager or Scrum Master and project management / Scrum, project manager / Scrum Master versus product manager, because it's going to be next slide. But for now, let's see that Scrum Master or product manager, they are two different roles, but basically they're trying to answer the question, how can I help team get work done? So it's a supporting team. Okay. Is it, like I mentioned a few seconds ago, is there a big difference between product manager and versus project manager? So basically, I have extensive, more than 10 years experience in project management role. So for me, it was like huge aha moment to understand difference between product manager and project manager. So product manager, he's or she is the one who is focusing on product, and she is and he is responsible, like delivering answer for the question. Is this product valuable? He is focusing on value. And project manager, just focusing on the task. How can I help get things done? Yeah, how can I, delivering this project? And yeah, I remember there was a question about life cycle. They have different life cycles. So product life cycle is including. We're gonna talk about that in future sessions. But for now, I would mention that it's not only like developing product, it's also introduction product and using product and the recycle. It's always like a loop coming forward and coming back. It's important feedback. Most of this time, these two roles are carried. No. That's totally different role. So product manager is one person and project manager is a different person, very different person. And role of, if we are talking about more IT project or tech industry, project manager is becoming less important role, becoming less engaged. They're more like admin, timesheets, like some other stuff. Scrum Master is focused on working with team, and product manager has very broad roles, like I mentioned in previous slides, in 3 areas. Also, there is another very popular question I'm continuously asked about product owner and product manager. What is the difference? Is it basically product owner? Sorry, it's not listed in this slide, but product owner is mainly focused on team side. But product manager is, his focus outside the team. It's more about working with users, working with maybe client, users, marketing, like economic part is a huge importance. But product owner has nothing to do with economic of project, like less interaction with economics. Product owner mainly focus on team interaction, team activities. So I see some more question. Let me see some more question. It seems program manager, product manager have, some. Oh, in terms of ecosystem here, product manager having leading. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, having leading role. Yeah, so let's talk about let's see some more funny slides, more interactive. Because like I mentioned, 10 minutes ago, I was really confused when I was first time heard this term called product manager. I had certain stereotypes in my mind, and here you can see some other funny example of stereotypes. My friends thinks I'm kind of delivering product from the shelf, like a grocery store or something, like a warehouse. My mom thinks I'm like like really inspiring person, doing huge things, delivering some fantastic products, life-changing products. Oh, my society thinks I'm kind of like meaningless person, like from movie. I think it's from The Office or from other movie. My colleagues thinks I am like doing nothing, reading newspaper. But what I am thinking, I'm trying to deliver impossible mission. You see that guy, Batman or something? And but actually, I am just a chicken without head. Yeah. So it's a joke, but it's kind of there is some remiss in this joke. There are some more quotes from some people from who are really like top people in product management area. So this Marty Kagan is a very like important influencer in product management area or product area. He's very famous also in Silicon Valley. What he's saying, I believe, what he's saying, product managers should attend every user interview. So it's a very important, guys. Just pay attention this close because they're giving some idea what is a really product manager do. So what this guru Marty Kagan, and some of there is a term called Kaganism, by the way. He's so influential, this guy, who says product managers should attend every user interview, every site visit, every usability test, and every charter user program meetings that pertains directly to their program. So he must be everywhere, what he's saying. So let's read what Ian says from Uber. Uber is one of the great, fantastic example of product. And I don't know if you know a story about Uber. Initially, Uber was idea of Uber was luxury product. They started as a product for top class client, very expensive taxi, you know, for very rich people. But eventually, after they start product, this product evolved. And I know in some countries Uber is not present, but I'm sure most of you know what Uber does. It's a very affordable service that was eventually. You see now how it has changed from being a luxury product, what it is now, a very successful story of product. And you can, you know, let's read what Ian thinks. 1% product manager grind it out. They do whatever is necessary to ship. So focus on the product. They recognize no specific bounds to the scope of their role. So you do everything. You do everything as necessary. They recruit. They produce buttons. They do business development. They escalate. They tussle with internal counsel. They do so. You must be everywhere. Once again, I repeat what I said at the beginning. It's such a broad road, you know, like probably that's why I am get interested in product management, because it's all about me. I normally try different things, and I don't like doing one thing. I am like trying many things. I really enjoy doing different things. And I really enjoy when my Monday is very different from Tuesday, and Wednesday is different from Saturday. So I'm everywhere. That's why I'm probably very passionate about things like product management. So another one is a famous person is Brian DeHaaf. What he says is, great product manager, you must establish goal first approach. And what you do, your CEO company team will follow. You should be a leader. You agree upon strategy will be also your ambassador that speaks on your behalf. So it's I'm not going to read everything. It's about we'll talk about that this session, or maybe yeah, we also mentioned about that, because product manager establishing vision. It's very important. You know, I keep reiterating for people who has idea of startup or product. That's important for you. First, you establish very important thing as a vision, as leadership. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. Let's quickly. There are thousands of things we could do. Jack Dorsey, you know Jack Dorsey? Who knows who is Jack Dorsey? Just put in chat. I'm just curious before I explain. I just read what he said. There are thousands of things that we could be doing, but there are one or two that are important. So he's basically, Jack Dorsey is talking about focus, being focused. Let's see who knows who is Jack Dorsey. Or you guys have quick and yeah, I love it. Yeah, Taugat and yeah. So this slice was developed, before Twitter was bought by Elon. So Jack Dorsey was considered like a couple years ago as a very efficient leader, as a famous person. I truly believe he is very successful, and because he established this great company, Twitter, was eventually bought by Elon Musk. But Now, after Elon Musk bought it, there are so many negative comments, feedback on Jack Dorsey performance. They think he kind of was not being very efficient in building this company. This company could be extremely more successful. Like he would be doing many features. He could have done many great features in Twitter, which is Elon is now trying to establish. But we'll see. I am kind of observant in this story because a lot of people now think what Elon did is stupid. He spent so much money buying this product. A lot of people think that it's going to be disaster, but we'll find out. There is two things. It might be extremely successful product because the great thing, Elon is building new product out of Twitter. Twitter is a successful product, but it's kind of stagnant last 5 years. And what is Elon Musk is trying to do is reestablish this product, make it even more successful. And we'll find out. Elon Musk may destroy this company or make it even more successful, 10 times more successful. And people, like a lot of experts or influencers that have a difference of opinion on this. Half of them thinks it's going to be bad stories. Half of them is going to be another miracle. We'll see. I'm not going to read Eric Rice. I just mentioned Eric Rice. He's also the great books. If you guys are interested to learn more about product development, this is one of the Bible called Lean Startup. Go ahead and order in Amazon and read this book called Lean Startup. So he's a guy who developed this book. I'm not going to read. I'm kind of tired of reading. I'm not good at reading. So like I said at the beginning, when I talk about myself, I'm wearing many hats, but product manager really having so many hats, and it's a good thing. Like even Urken was asking, is it to do like one person doing product management role and project management role? No, these are two different people, two different person. But problem is product manager already had enough on his plate. He has to do so many things, and we'll talk about that. About these hands, like I said, product manager, team coordinator, communicating vision, communicating expectation, priorities, schedule, roles. Business owner, he makes sure that he is responsible for business, making sure we do our job and product meets goals. Yeah, I give you like a example from a real projects, what I was doing. We were working on one feature during the sprint, and recently we had a situation when we learned that feature we were working with, the important feature, we have to work even more time. So instead of 200 hours, it takes 600 hours. If you go back to like traditional industry or like oil and gas, or you do it, most of the product owner would say, hey, it's okay, we just do a next sprint, just postpone to the next sprint. If you're not able to deliver for this sprint, we're going to deliver the next sprint. So what happened, we are very lucky, we had very good product manager. He said, okay, hold on, I'm going to do some research. He went back and started another market research, like we do, like we did, like I did when I asked you to some answer my questionnaire. He did some research and come back, said, guys, he did some economic analysis and said, guys, it's okay, we spent a lot of money on this feature, but finishing this feature for that audience who is interested in this feature is not a very big audience. It turned out to be not very large audience. It's like kicking dead horse. And what we decided, we just abandoned this idea. We spent a lot of money on that, but we decided not to do, because it's cheaper to stop this feature but not continue. We could, it's not from economic point of view. That's very important. Okay, it's a vision holder, business owner, vision holder. Yeah, I know some of you have some idea about strategic planning. So what is focus of product manager is business objective, product strategy, tactics. It's setting goals, setting priority, then managing product vision, KPI, product roadmap, product backlog, wireframe, user story. Hey guys, if you stay with me for next several months, we're gonna study that. We're gonna learn that. Of course, I'm not sure we can really go deep dive, but some idea how it works, you guys definitely gonna learn. Okay, I'm gonna speed up a little bit. So some of you know about how about models, how to build products, and some of them who has some of you who have a project management background know about two approach, waterfall and agile iterative approach. So waterfall is going to be about discover, design, develop, and test. It's going to be like sequential approach. You do step by step. And normally they have no overlap or have very little overlap. And you cannot start design before you finish most of discover. Or you cannot continue with develop before you finish like main part of design. Yeah, that's all over in waterfall approach in like energy industry, oil and gas industry, basically the way they work. But agile iterative is as you see, iterative process, you do like you are delivering in agile iterative process of development, you're delivering, you're building, you're eating elephant by small pieces. Yeah, you build the smallest possible useful parts, as small as possible. I mean, reasonable small. Yeah, and deliver to the users, and then users give you feedback if you're doing right or wrong. So agile product management is normally done in sprint. So we set increment, usually it's like 2 weeks, depends on industry, before you delivering certain features. Yeah, please put in comments if you have experience in agile delivery, agile or like iterative processes. So it's another slide about continuation. So the point is here that basically product management as a whole is focusing on delivering, on discovery. Every time you should really find some discovery. The main function of really a product manager or product manager is a problem solving. Every time when you do your product, you try to solve certain products step by step. It's a key skill for product management is solving the problem. So
excuse me, may I ask a question, please?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
And which way do you think more efficient, and which way you are taking now to develop your product?
I mean this course about waterfall or agile iterative, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. In main methodology we use for agile, we use agile iterative approach methodology. Yeah, for mainly in main cases. Yeah, but however, I'm not saying that waterfall is something like out of date, is bad, or like there are some situations when waterfall is good, would be good approach. I give you example like for the situation when you have like very clear requirement or very clear guidelines from your client or from your user who says, I want certain product, I have very strict requirement. In this case, if you have like cast in stone requirement, and requirement, by the way, big part of product development. So if you have like situation, in some cases, very strict requirement that you cannot deviate, waterfall might be a good idea. But in real life, even in oil and gas, we see that the requirements are not really pretty solid. But if we talk about software development or even any other industry, in most cases, requirements are not clear until you like do several iterations. Okay, yeah, so it's a famous slide. You know, many project management courses use it. It's a statistic that 6 out of 10 corporate initiative fail. I think even more, in fact, 70 probably. In terms of startup, we should understand that 9 in 10 startups fail. Yeah, that's a reality. Yeah, so be careful. I mean, not careful. Be mindful about that. Especially, I know we have a couple of people who are doing their startups. You know, your chances for success 10%, no more. Yeah. But if you do 10, you know, like if you do 5 startup one by one, or you know, like you do couple startups in you know, in parallel, your chance for success increasing day by day. So if you do 10 startup, your chance for success almost 100%. Yeah, but it's so that's why if you you know, I'm a little bit more active now in startup community. If you go back like in Silicon Valley, you would see that most startups, most successful startups, never do their project alone. They always go and do as they're looking for collaborator. So like 3 people get together and do startup. Or most successful startup even don't do their own ideas. What they do, they interact with other people, coffee shops or other place like events, and looking for a great idea and collaborate with other people. So the more startup you do, you're more proficient becoming. You learn a lot of lessons learned, and eventually you deliver startup, and you become. This is the way you become millionaire. This is the way you become billionaire, by delivering fail startups. So that's learning I learned from experience, guys. And if you have startup idea, don't think it's a good idea to keep this idea with yourself. And I know a lot of business owners, they're very obsessed about you know, protecting their genius idea. No, that's my idea gonna be stalled. Don't worry about that. Nobody's gonna, you know, very little chance somebody's gonna steal your idea, because if you have idea, you have certain vision, but other people probably don't have that vision. So they don't have an idea how to deliver that. So you go ahead, talk people, learn, and find other collaborators. Maybe some people will invest in your idea, some people will share knowledge. This is the way most of the startups working in Silicon Valley and other great places. Question about what's the common why they fail? Oh my God, it's so big topic. I don't want to start this. There's so many you know, like many ideas. So you know, like I was in an event a few weeks ago and talk about this why they fail. There are like 7 or 6 main reasons why they fail. And you know, and basically I mentioned that is, first of all, people don't know how to deliver products. Second, they don't have a vision, which they are not delivering vision of the project to their team. Poor team. They also like I need to refresh that my notes. I had a very you know, like fantastic event. They talk about why startups fail. But again, even if you learn this fail mistakes, you're still gonna you know, increase your chance. It's still 10% of chance. Ooh, let's move on. That's very interesting. You know, I need to really speed up because we already talking 40 minutes. So again, like I said, it's all about problem solving. Product manager. You know, what's another question? What are the 3 hardest words to string together in English language. Again, I repeat, what are the 3 hardest words to string together in the English language? If you have some idea, you already have very good answers for my previous question. Put in chat, what are the 3 words, hardest words? What is the guess? Some people would say, I love you, but not I love you. Any guesses? Okay, 1, 2, 3. I don't know. This is very difficult. 3 hardest words to string together. I don't know, because like I mentioned a few minutes ago, it's all about discovery. When every time, every morning, product manager starts his job, he has these 3 words. I don't know. Every day he should do some discovery, find answers. So it's all about, I remember as a comment at the beginning in the chat box, all about discovery, all about brainstorming. As I love that comments, by the way, all about getting feedback. So it's very different understanding of product management or product manager role, which I had before I knew that topic. I thought, oh, product manager is a guy who do like some business processes. It's very boring, like using some software ERP system to deliver product, like as a methodology. No. That's very wrong impression. Product manager is a guy who answers this question, this statement, like delivering. Yeah, so how we gonna let's talk about how we deal with user, and partially you already participated in this. Is interview, research method, interview, service, ethnographic focus group, task analysis, data analysis. So that's gonna be topics we're gonna cover probably a little bit next week. We talk about requirement, and there is some overlap between product management and coaching. Product manager should have ability to ask powerful questions, because product manager does a lot of engagement, a lot of interview. So we should learn how to ask powerful question. Powerful question, it's ability to ask. It's about open-ended question. So here's example. Would you like to be able to control your home temperature through an app? That's a close-ended question, because close-ended question which can be answered with yes or no. That's closing question. It's a closed conversation, and every time you ask close-ended question, conversation is over. You had to start again. The great example would be, tell me about how you control the temperature within your house. Ooh, that's a great ability. That's the ability every coach is basically should learn, every leader, by the way, every product manager. So I'm gonna skip that. It's because of time. So it's a good technique, good skills. Next one, activity, user interview. If you're a product manager, you should be like, you should be able to always ask question, delivering. You see apple and cheese, you're delivering from nothing. So you're preparing for interview, validating your assumptions. So all about conducting interview. That's main, or one of the role product manager. So interview, and then you do interview debrief. Let's talk about how to become product manager, or dive in product management area. So there are 3 paths you can do. Some of you have technical background, engineer, maybe IT or software developer, it doesn't matter. And by the way, it's not about IT only. Even in your industry, doesn't matter what you guys are doing, you still have product management roles or project management. And the beauty of this conversation we're having now, if you get in product management area, you're going to be one step ahead of all other people, because product management is just being introduced in some countries. So in the United States, in Europe, Australia, or well-developed country, it's already a well-developed industry. But other country is still kind of getting traction. And look around in your company. Maybe you can say one day, say, hey, I want to start product in my company. Why don't we develop product management approach here? Why don't we do it? Maybe you already have product management system in your company. So you can go in 3 ways. You can go from business. Maybe you have startup. Maybe you have you already have business role within your company. Maybe you have design experience. Maybe you have technical experience. So this 3 way you can go ahead. It's a little bit more details about business, marketing, technology, and you should be in the middle. And you can go from three angle. It's not a problem. So question I am very often asked: do I need to learn code? No, not for product management. You don't need to learn code for product management. But if you know a little bit how to code, that would be great. Great. It's for example, it's now in a lot of layoff in tech industry. People who has coding background, they are kind of more safe in terms of layoff. Normally they are not laid off. Some of them do, but normally not. So before we go to the Q&A session, I want to go back to one of the first slides when I talk about this program. I intentionally skip it. Oh, sorry, I think I missed side about program what chapter. Okay, let me just so far go ahead with questions. Maybe I will stop recording for now. Thank you for your great participation.